Welcome all respected sadhakas, gratitudes and congratulations for being here every day to study the Upanishads. One of the most important duties we can do to help our own selves. Let us do this sankalpa like every day that we will continue this Shastra Adhyana till everything about the purpose of the life is thoroughly understood, practiced, and even reached out. Remember all the Vyaktitvas of ours to be strengthened. Nididhyasaka, Chintaka, the Mananakarta, Samskrita Bhasha Jnata, Prashanta Gambhira, Prerita, Parishrami, also the Sadhaka, the Shrota, the Jignasu, the Mumukshu, the Shishya, the Bhakta, the Viragi, the Dharmasthavaka, the Lokasevaka. And remember in that mind the presence of the Parabrahma Tattva, presence of the Ishvara Tattva, presence of Shakti Tattva, presence of the Devata Ganas, presence of the Guru Ganas, presence of all Shruti Mata, they are all ready to fully help us. It is we who are delaying. Through the study of Shastras, we will understand the need of this Vyaktitva development. Most important. If we don't understand the need of this development of Vyaktitva, only the opposite things we do to destroy ourselves and also the rhythm of the totality also. For that purpose only, to strengthen our positive Vyaktitva, to have the clear knowledge, conviction, we are assembling every day here to study our Shastras as much as we can from the morning till evening. Today also let's continue. Our sessions are now the Shwethashwathara, then Gita, then again Mandukya, then again Veda Patanam, Gita and Tulsi Ramayanam, and evening again Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana, then Adi Shankara Granthas, Skanda Purana, and from today we'll be starting Chandogya Upanishad Parayanam with Bhashyam. In our this today's first session, again the five things. First, the meditation on the Shanti Mantra of the Kena Upanishad. Beautiful it is. In that there is prayers are there. Then we do a very short common sense thought discussion. Then our Prarthana Sankalpas. Then we go for our little Parayana of the Upanishad mantras. Then the study of the Upanishads. Let us start. All this is sadhana. All this is do meditatively. It is the meditation. ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणः चक्षुः श्रोत्रम् अथो बलम् इन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निरासो अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तो ते मयि सन्तो ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणः चक्षुः श्रोत्रम् अथो बलम् इन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तो ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणः चक्षुः श्रोत्रम् अथो बलम् इन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तो ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणः चक्षुः श्रोत्रम् अथो बलम् इन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तो ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणः चक्षुः श्रोत्रम् अथो बलम् इन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तो ॐ शान्तिः 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 Today's common sense thought is very simple. First and foremost is, out of 4 or 5 points, never lose sight of the goal, even for a moment, is the rule we have to impose on ourselves. Because the remembrance of the goal and the intensity of the remembrance of the goal and the feeling of urgently I have to reach that goal are the ones which put us on the path. The moment the goal is forgotten, all the things to be done naturally to reach the goal also are forgotten. Then what is not the goal, that just enters, and what not to be done, we just get lost in it. This is called as inadvertence. This is called as pramada in our technical Vedantic language. Never ever do these two pramadas of forgetting the goal, main one, the Paramatma Prapti, and taking something else as the goal. These two are the pramadas, with which not only we are not reaching towards the highest, but also we are wasting our life, perhaps even destroying ourselves. Very, very important one, first one. What you can do for that, how you will achieve it, it is your discretion, your intelligence, your medha, your planning. You know, write on a paper and stick on the wall, or put in cell phone as an alarm for every 2 minutes. कैसा करोगे आपकी मर्जी, लेकिन कभी भी लक्ष्य का विस्मृति नहीं होना. But before that, as we are seeing every day, did we, with our intellectual proper inquiry and consultations, understood and accepted the goal or not? Are we convinced about it or not? Has the Nishchayatmika Buddhi in us about the goal has come or not? That is the more first point, first most point. Once that is ascertained, then Paramatma Anubhuti only is my goal, then comes this point, that never lose sight of the goal. Because it is the losing the sight of the goal that our mind goes into the world for grazing and makes us totally, utterly worldly in a very slightest time. And, and also, instead of getting misguided by the people who are worldly, we have to, in fact, think about ourselves that if this goal has not come in our life, if we have not this way started doing our sadhana, finding that evolutionary difference, we also would have been like those people who are just living as if they don't have intellect. like the Pashus only at the Deha Indriya Mana level. Look at every worldly person and get this way inspired. Thank God we are not stupid like that. We are not ignorant like that. We are not arrogant like that. We are not misguided like that. We are not misusing our life like that. So too, those are doing sadhana better than us, from them we have to get inspired. This way, that if they are able to do, why can't we do? Good that they are doing. Congratulations to them. Let me get guidance from them for my better sadhana. Always in this optimistic, divine, positive mood only we have to keep ourselves. Till confirmation happens or till we reach to certain destination or such a certain distance that there are less chances of deviations or distractions. Yet, till the goal is reached, the 100 number, there is always snake there, even at 99, to pull us down in that snake and ladder life of spirituality and non-spirituality. These four yugas, Kruta, Treta, Dwapara, Kali. In Kruta Yuga, all humanity, divinity, dharma was there on the earth, collected at one place and working. All the negativities were there in their own loka. The Pataladi, the worlds. In Treta Yugam, they started attacking and going. The Dushtas, the Durgunas, the Dushtas, the Rakshasa Shaktis. In Dwapara Yuga, they also started staying on the same earth where good divine people are, qualities also are there. On the same planet, same earth. They made residence here. And in Kali Yuga, the same Durgunas along with the Satgunas have entered the hearts of every human being. Therefore, unlike in Treta and Dwapara, that the war is outside with the outer negativities, in Kali Yuga, it is a war within ourselves between our own good and bad qualities all the time. That is why little the losing the sight of the goal, immediately the negatives will attack us and destroy us. We are seeing it every day. So that sloka of Viveka Chudavani of that ball, 10th floor, slipped from the hand, comes down, 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 never stops till it reaches the earth. So to our mind, forgotten the goal, down, 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 it comes into the earth and kama level, that also by hook or crook. लक्ष्य च्युतं चेत यदि चित्तमीशत बहिर्मुखः सन् निपतेत् ततस्ततः प्रमादतः प्रच्युत केलिकन्दुकः सोपानपङ्क्तौ पतितो यथा तथा प्रमादतः प्रच्युत केलिकन्दुकः. By mistake, by inadvertence, the gain the slipped from the hands, slipped, slipped from the hand and coming down, 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 down. So, first thing is ascertaining of the goal. Second is find all the means continuously to remember the goal. Add sense of urgency to it. Thereafter, depending on our mood, that type of sadhana, we should be very alert to be able to do, to go to the next and next and next and next moods. For example, if you are in extremely tamoguni mood, होता है ना, the maya है, the prarabdha है. From last 1 hour what we have done up to last 10,000 years back what we have done. All of that shows its influence on us at any time. That is why the toughness in sadhana. So, example, if you are in that tamasic mode, that time the sadhana is our vigorous karma yoga in the world. Karma as karma yoga. dharma as karma yoga. In the tamasic mode, the other higher sadhanas don't work because mind is in a drowsy state, sleepy state, intellect has gone into oblivion. How can you do the higher sadhanas? For समय, to come out of that mood, take up some outer work. Always that should be duty and service in a yajna spirit as a karma yoga for the removal of this antakarana ashuddhi called as this tamogun. And it works wonders. Anytime you feel too drowsy and sleepy, that means every day, just go to the garden, do the gardening work vigorously, or clean the house vigorously, or do that BMW job, Bartan Majne Wala. You can see within that few minutes of time that laziness goes away. आज ही प्रैक्टिस करके देखना है ना. And all that excessive food, wrong food, tamasic food, when that is taken, or too many hours together sitting in front of TV, or late night sleep, or exhaustingly discussing, talking to some people of some useless topic. These are the general reasons because of which we become tamasic in our chitta. प्रोटेक्ट करना है, ऐसे होने नहीं देना. बट समहाउ वी कांट एस्केप, समटाइम्स वी आर नॉट सो परफेक्ट, सो हो जाता है. देन टू कम आउट ऑफ इट, दिस इज द साधना ऑफ vigorous activity in the world. Any physical activity grossly done takes away that tamoguna. Apart from, if the tiredness is so much for various reasons, taking some rest also. That balance we have to know. Is this tiredness, exhaustion requiring the sleep, or it is tamoguna requiring the activity to remove that tamoguna? We must know. थोड़ा दोनों में फर्क है ना, थोड़ा सा demarcation. Very exhausted, tired because some positive work only you have done, so you feel sleepy. That sleepiness is seeking the rest. That is rest is to be given. But the other thing, because of the exhaustion in the nonsenses and all, or excessive food eaten, etc., that is tamoguna. उसको कर्मयोग के द्वारा we have to reduce. Intellect also in knowing what sadhana to be done at what time, and we should be able to do that pakka, not losing sight of the goal. हमेशा लक्ष्य मन में. That's the most important thing. Day in and day out, that lakshya has to be alone remembered. How beautiful if one reaches, or we reach that lakshya, oh picturization, that imagination, that loftiness, that fulfillment. If we reach that again and again, when we remember, we'll be in the positive mood of wanting to reach that goal, which is very essential. One point. Second one is what? When we are in little rajoguni mood, not so much tamoguni, but rajoguni mood mein hai. So that time our sadhana would be all bhakti upasana related sadhanas. God oriented. In the Karma Yoga, action was important, the world is important, people are important, serving them is important. ये सब चल रहा था. But in the second level of thing, where we are less tamasic, little bit we have that activeness, dynamism. To divinize that, we have to involve in the upasana and bhakti sadhanas, which reduce the tamas and bring that mind little to a concentrated level. भजन करे, कीर्तन करे, बहुत बढ़िया, डिवाइनाइज करे अपने आप को. इन द स्लीपी मूड भजन नहीं होता. लिटिल बेटर देन दैट वी कैन डू दैट, है ना. उपासना वी कैन डू वेरी वेल, दैट हाफ एन आवर 20 minutes to the Lord, wonderfully. So the second mood can be used for this type of sadhana. No, little better than that when our antakarana is there. Little concentration, little bit developed, laziness is further reduced. Little more we are active, dynamic. Then take up this sadhana consciously, doing the nirodha of the chitta vrittis through the yoga sadhana of dharana dhyana samadhi. Of course, preceded by the Bahiranga sadhana of Yama Niyamasana Pranayama Pratyahara. Focus on that. With the divinity of the Upasana with us. We have prayed to him, we have done Upasana to him, we have taken his permission. है ना? Savitra Prasavena Jusheta Brahma Purvyam, like that. So yoga sadhana, removing the vasanas consciously, bringing the antakarana to more positive, steadfast or steady level. है ना? यदा हि नेन्द्रियार्थेषु न कर्मसु अनुषज्यते सर्वसंकल्प संन्यासी योगारूढ़स्तदोच्यते. गीता में एग्जॉस्टिवली हमको बताया ना, इन द 3rd chapter, 6th chapter में. तो दैट योग स्थिति ऑफ vrittis of the chitta we are bringing into our control. Only positive we are able to entertain. Negative we are removing, which we have beautifully studied in our the sadhana pada and vimukti pada. In that yoga darshana. When the mood is in that shape of brilliance, activeness, little dynamism, so let me be conscious of myself, my chitta, its vrittis. Control. Eliminate the negative vasanas. Isn't it? The yoga darshana wala sadhana. When the antakarana is more sattvika mode, again bright, brilliant, perfect, no tamoguna, no rajoguna, that time use this to the adhyanam of the Upanishads, Vedanta. Tattva jnana is possible only in that highest mode of the sattvikata. Shuddha sattva you can call it as. So tamas you can say karma yoga. तमस जब है तो रजस है तो वी कैन डू भक्ति योगा, सात्विक है तो वी कैन डू अष्टांग योगा, शुद्ध सत्व गुण है तो वी कैन इफेक्टिवली डू द वेदांतिक साधना of Brahma Tattva Shravanam of the Upanishads from the Gurus, same Brahma Tattva Adhyanam, then Brahma Tattva Mananam, the Brahma Tattva Chintanam, then the effort to identify with that Brahma Tattva. I am that Brahman. This intellectually understood Brahman is me. Again, in trying to be in that mode. In the beginning, it appears to be little vague, but as we keep on doing, the idea starts coming. The perfection starts happening. And in that effort only, the Abbrahma Vasanas, the Abbrahma Vicharanas, all of them get going away. Facilitating for the deeper Brahma Anusandhana. Right? Glimpses also come for some seekers. Still, some vasanas remain for obstructing the establishment in that Brahman. Even those final residue of vasanas also go away, then the establishment happens. But before establishing that deep meditation level, pata nahi kab hoga, depending on what status of mind we are right now. But all in all, the first thought is more important. Never lose sight of the goal at any time. The moment we have forgotten the goal, we are deluded. We are into the nonsense. And the problem with that is whatever utilized, that gets nullified and will be pushed to square one level, from where again we have to extra struggle you have to put to go to that level. Because always remember, the first time what inspiration we have in doing something, second, third time it will not be that much. More struggle it is. कोई भी फर्स्ट टाइम का वो एक्साइटमेंट होता है ना, वो मजा आता है, उसी में करना चाहिए. और मिस हो गया सेकंड, थर्ड, फोर्थ टाइम, then it becomes a cumbersome job. It's a burden. It's heavy. Sometimes we may even leave it also. चल छोड़ यार, क्या वेदांत, क्या मॉर्निंग क्लास, क्या समझना है, क्या उपनिषद. So extremely lazy that we don't even procure a book of Upanishad. No notebook, no watching which is taught there, no making notes. बंदा फिर वो इंटरेस्ट चला जाता है, छोड़ देता है. चलो, we'll go to some katha where somebody is telling about Krishna and Rama and making us miserable. Already we are miserable. they'll make us more cry. We are satisfied with that. Some people leave even that also. Just go to temple, matha teko. Some people even stop that. They are just like all the retired people. How destroyingly they spend the time, except the exceptions. All of that is coming from where? Losing sight of the goal. जब हम लक्ष्य को भूल गए फिर अपने आप को पूरा तबाह कर लिए. Therefore, remember the goal, the ultimate Paramatma, then sense of urgency to achieve it, then discovering our mood at that time, then involving in those sadhanas. As we master our sadhanas, the Karma Yoga aspect gets reduced. In the meantime, our obligations, our aruna, whatever are there, for the world, they also get clear. Then, as we develop these beautiful concentrational abilities, that devotional upasanas get reduced with the remembrance of the Lord in mind and gratitudes to Him. वो तो हमेशा रहेगा, but those practices may not be required. When the antakarana is become more dvesha, abhinimesha, and all that is going away, that is not influencing our own chitta with any of the non-positivities. Wow, beautiful it is. Take up the Upanishad, deeply involved in the contemplation of that subject that is taught there about the Brahma Tattva. Isn't it? Now the picture when it is clear, even Upanishad study is zarurat nahi because theme is understood. You are there, meditate. But refer to the Upanishadic mantra just to ensure that we are exactly following the Upanishad only. You and I, those who are coming to our class, the Upanishads are the pramana. Upanishad Vedya Brahma Tattva alone is Lakshya, Ekameva. Going to this Devaloka, that Devataloka. There also Dvaita, there also suffering continues. The no suffering place is only one, Ekameva. Dvayam Brahma, which is taught in Upanishads, we are given that chance and blessings and opportunities to study and take up that as goal. So why should we go to the secondary and third when we are given the first? And all the while, Lakshya, Lakshya. And, like from morning till now, in our 2-3 hours of today morning, 4 hours, how much we remembered our Lakshya. Today morning 6, from yesterday morning 6, 24 घंटे में, how many times we remembered the Lakshya. This is how we have to check. अब जब लक्ष्य ही पता नहीं रहेगा, then why will anybody work towards it? That's why the Karma Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Tattva or Jnana Yoga have not happened yesterday. Then the yogas are not done naturally. The bhogas only are done. So the Nidra Bhoga, the Bhojana Bhoga, the Vishaya Bhoga, whole day has gone that. So today also, now the time is 7:40, 7:30. Estimate करो रात को 11 बजे तक, 10 बजे तक, let us say. These 14 and a half hours are at our disposal. How much deeply, intensely we remember the goal, want to achieve the goal. Therefore, we ourselves inspire ourselves to do the sadhana. Therefore, observe which mood of mind we are, then do that sadhana. Try to be more intelligent. Avoid that which makes us lazy. Therefore, the extra struggle of this karma yoga and time waste is not done. It's all because we involve in such gunas that the mind becomes so. तमोगुणी वस्तुओं में थीम्स में इन्वॉल्व करो तो माइंड बिकम तामसिक. रजोगुणी में इन्वॉल्व करो माइंड बिकम्स राजसिक. Then again to bring it to sattva, use it for the tattva in extra struggle. ये भी common sense thought है. That I only in my inadvertence by involving in this and that thing, pulling my mind to the rajotamo level where the higher sadhanas are not becoming possible. So let me not do it. Like the cinema actors or the cricket sports players. When the food is served, about everything they are alert. How many calories it will give? With that, will I get energy or will I become fat? They don't allow because उनको फिर chance नहीं मिलता. They can't do well. Same way, 100%, a spiritual person also should be aware of The intake of the food, the intake of the news of the world, the intake of the information given by the people, fully alert. That is it making me tamasic? Is it making me rajasic? Or is it making me sattvic? सात्विक है तो एंट्री है. If that's going to create rajo and tamo, no entry, please. Don't pass. Trespassers prosecuted and punished. You are not allowed. See, if this way we are not serious, sincere in sadhana, sadhana is not happening. So we are not at a matured level, that means. Isn't it? Like at the body level also, we should know which gives health and spoils the health. We have to avoid which spoils the health. We have to take. So too the spiritual health also equally important. All the time. That maturity we have to get. Every day our common sense thoughts are only to open up these important things which add up to our main work of Upanishad Adhyanam effectively. Upanishad Sadhana effectively. इसलिए हम थोड़ा समय डेली व्यतीत करके छानबीन कर रहे हैं या ढूंढ रहे हैं या सोच रहे हैं कि व्हाट कैन बी द अदर इम्पोर्टेंट अंडरस्टैंडिंग्स विच हेल्प इन आवर Upanishadic study and spiritual journey effective and pakka. So today we came out with this thought of never lose sight of the goal, find your mood, involve in those sadhanas. If that sadhana is taking you to that next level, then do the sadhana of the next level. Like karma yoga karke aa gaye, so the mind has come out of the laziness. Now sit for the upasana. When you've done upasana effectively, there is some relief in the mind, there's confidence in mind, there's concentration in mind, there's beauty in mind. Then search for the chitta vritti nirodha sadhana. Do that sadhana. When we have found that that much vrittis are yet to attack now, very relatively the mind is calm, quiet. Chalo, take up the Upanishad, study those mantras, contemplate on them. You know? And after some time, it will be tiring and exhausting because it is also toughest job. Then take rest sufficiently. When you wake up, if you are right away in the very highest afresh mood, go for Upanishad only. Go for Tattva Chintana. Go for Dhyana. अब लग रहा है कि we are in that disturbed chitta level, so go for yoga sadhana. But after yoga, go for Vedanta. If is more distracted the mind is, go to the bhakti sadhana. फिर ब्रह्म भक्ति टू द योगा टू द वेदांत. और भी तामसिक है, चल ही नहीं रहा गाड़ी, body is not in a great, get up, take that cold bath water, go and work here and there, come out of that tamas. And all of the while, the health of the body, the energy sufficient has to be managed. Again, it has 100 topics in it. You all know that better than me. How the health is maintained and energy is maintained. All of them are through proper nourishing diet and also subtler sadhanasa, yogas and pranayama. हमेशा अच्छे स्थिति में अपने आप को रखना है. Keep fit and keep doing the sadhana for highest goal. That should be the slogan for us in our life. Such beautiful slogans we can write for ourselves to implement, help ourselves. So these are the 5, 6 things today. And the last thing is never lose sight of the goal. See, even after so many years of Upanishad study, we don't have our own spirituality as goal. Therefore, anybody tells anything that distracts us from the sacred work. That's an insult to our own intellect, insult to all the Shastras and Gurus who are blessing us with this vision. That we are compromising so easily with our goal and sadhana for a slightest information or temptation or invitation or obligation. हमारा ऐसा स्थिति होना चाहिए कि लोगों को हमसे बात करने के लिए डर लगना है बिकॉज दे नो दैट वी आर fully engaged in our spiritual sadhana. Not the other way around, that this fellow looks useless, does nothing, no sadhana. चलो let us make him an entertainment piece. बुलाओ उसको अपने घर, साथ में दारू पाई पियेंगे या खाएंगे. If somebody is inviting us for the useless things, that means they understood that we are more useless than that. If somebody recognizes that we are in great sadhana, they dare not disturb us. And we ourselves are not convinced about the goal or sadhana. Therefore, we are not doing that sadhana. Naturally, we ourselves are waiting at the window and the door. कौन आके मुझे कहाँ ले जाने के लिए बुलाएगा? Either a person or the activity. Either both of them are same. Isn't it? How come you open the eyes? You have to always closed only in searching the self in your heart. There is no world, all mithya. But that much knowledge, that much conviction, that much readiness, preparedness, we are lacking. So we have to strengthen all of them. All of that put together makes us a serious, sincere sadhaka, meant to reach the goal, not otherwise. So keep all these beautiful things in mind, help oneself. Om. 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 ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्. ॐ भव एव भवानिति मे नितरां समजायत चेतसि कौतुकिता मम वारय मोहमहाजलधिं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्. ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषद आचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहास सन्तवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिकैन्दव संस्कृतेः सम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरुशिष्य भक्त भगवत् परम्परादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पूर्वाभिवृद्धानां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनर्वाप्तितेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा तपस्यादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रूणां शाश्वत रूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृतेः सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सर्वेषां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता पितृदेश धर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययम् निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः। Friends, 9th and 10th and 11th mantras chanting. प्राणान् प्रपीड्येह संयुक्तचेष्टः क्षीणे प्राणे नासिकयोच्छ्वसित दुष्टाश्वयुक्तमिव वाहमेनं विद्वान् मनो धारयेता प्रमत्तः समे शुचौ शर्करावह्निवालुकौ विवर्जिते शब्दजलाश्रयादिभिः मनोनुकूलेन तु चक्षुपीडने गुहानिवाताश्रयणे प्रयोजयेत् नीहारधूमार्कानिलानलानां खद्योतविद्युत्स्फटिकशशीनाम् एतानि रूपाणि पुरःसराणि ब्रह्मण्यभिव्यक्तिकराणि योगे। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः। ॐ अष्टमो मन्त्रः। Chant the eighth mantra twice. ॐ त्रिरुन्नतं स्थाप्य समं शरीरं हृदीन्द्रियाणि मनसा नियम्य सन्निवेश्य ब्रह्मोडुपेन प्रतरेत विद्वान् श्रोतांसि सर्वाणि भयावहानि। त्रिरुन्नतं स्थाप्य समं शरीरं हृदीन्द्रियाणि मनसा सन्निवेश्य ब्रह्मोडुपेन प्रतरेत विद्वान् श्रोतांसि सर्वाणि भयावहानि. Be very clear about this shloka because it is very, very essential and important one. In this, Tatra yonim krunavase iti uktam. In that Brahman get the nishtha. This is it said. Katam yoni karanam. How to get established in it? Iti ashankya. This doubt is there in the mind of Shishya. Guru caught it. Therefore, tat prakaram darsheti. Guru is teaching the technique of doing the sadhanas to get established in the Brahman called as Tatrayonim Kurushva or Yoni Karanam. So the first sadhana is what? Trirunnatam stapya samam shariram. Second is what? Hrudi indriyani manasa niyamya. Third, Brahma udupena vidvan pratareta. What? Sarvani srotamsi, which are bhayavahani. So being steady, bringing faculties into the heart, taking the help of the boat called as Pranava or Brahma, cross the variety of rivers of samsara. See, this thing has to be 10 times, 11 times, 12 times told till it becomes clear. That I have to cause the samsara with the help of the Brahma Udupa. For that, I have to have the all indriyas and put in the heart, and before that, I have to keep myself body steady. So, keeping the body steady includes all things that are to be done to be able to achieve the asana siddhi. Once the asana siddhi is done, the physical aspect is taken care. Now the subtle aspect of the indriyas and antakarana, only thing to be done with them is put them in the hridaya. Don't them allow them to come out of it. Then take the Brahma Udupa. The Brahma is the Parabrahma, the Sachidananda. Take the Omkara as the Udupa, both. That's why so much of listening of Vedanta is required for clearly understanding at this junction only what to do. When it is there, Brahman as the boat we have to take to cross the samsara. So that Upanishads बहुत पढ़े हुए हमें होना चाहिए by then. That the Brahman is Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, and that is in the Hridaya, and that is to be contemplated upon. And to reach to the Sat, everything Asat has to be rejected. To reach to the Chit, everything which is illuminated by that Chit has to be rejected. To reach to the Ananta, whatever is Santa, that has to be rejected. This exercise is called as traveling in the boat of Brahman, Brahma Udupena. Or the Brahman is Chaitanya Rupa. Chaitanya Rupa alone is order. Then the gush and rush of the vrittis go away. Only few vrittis remain. And then to those vrittis also I am Sakshi. When the influence of the vritti is to drag me is less, instead of even becoming Sakshi of the vritti, inquire who is this Sakshi? What is his nature? Then that will take us to the Chaitanyata. This inquiry is called as Brahmodupena. So the Atmanatma Viveka, the Jada Chaitanya Viveka, the Nitya Nitya Viveka, the Sadasad Viveka, the Chidachid Viveka, Ananta and Santa Viveka, this is called as Brahma Udupa. But if you don't have all this knowledge, then what to do, Swamiji? वहां तक तो पता चल गया, बट आगे क्या करूं? इसलिए उपनिषद पढ़ना. And in the Upanishads about the Brahma Tattva, how many shlokas we have studied, which were explaining to us as pointers to the Brahma Tattva. You know the Mundaka Upanishad. यत्तदद्रेश्यमग्राह्यमगोत्रम वर्णमचक्षुश्रोत्रं तदपाणिपादं नित्यं विभुं सर्वगतं सुसूक्ष्मं यद्भूतयोनिं तदव्ययं यद्भूतयोनिं परिपश्यन्ति धीराः. In ईशावास्यं सपर्यगाद शुक्रम अकायम अवर्णम अस्नाविरगम शुद्धम अभाविद्धम कविः मनीषी परिभूः स्वयंभूः याता तत्थितः अर्थान् वेददात् शाश्वतीभ्यः समाम. These are all the pointers. If you not study it, Upanishad, then we are not fit for the Atma realizing meditation, the moksha leading meditation. In Gita also, यदक्षरं वेदविदो वदन्ति विशन्ति यद्यतयो वीतरागाः यदि चिन्तो ब्रह्मचर्यं चरन्ति तत्ते पदं संग्रहेण प्रवक्षे. You know, कविं पुराणमनुशासितारमणोरणीयां मनुस्मरेद्यः सर्वस्य दातारमचिन्त्य रूपम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात्. These are all the pointers for meditation. Everywhere they are told. In the 10th, in the what is that 12th chapter also. ये तो अक्षरम अनिर्देश्यम अव्यक्तम परिपासते सर्वत्रगम अचिन्त्यम च कूटस्थम अचलम ध्रुवम. These are all the pointers. And the beautiful in the 9th chapter, the meditation. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagad avyakta murtina. Mastani sarvamutani. Nachaham tesham astitaha. Nachamastani bhutani. They are all Brahma Udupa. And in the 13th chapter, how much detailed? Neyam yattat pravakshyami yajñātva amrutamasnute anadimat param brahma nasattanna saduchyate sarvata panipadam tat sarvatokshi shiromukham sarvata shutimat loke sarvamavrutti tishtati sarvendriya gunavasam sarvendriya vivarjitam asaktam sarvabhruchaiva nirgunam gunabhoktrucha बहिरन्तस्य भूतानाम् अचरं चरमेव च सूक्ष्मत्वात् तदविज्ञेयं दूरस्थं चान्तिके च तद् अविभक्तं च भूतेषु विभक्तमिव च स्थितं भूतभर्तृ च तद्ज्ञेयं ग्रसिष्णु प्रभविष्णुषा ज्योतिषामपि तज्ज्योतिः तमसः परमुच्यते ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं ज्ञानगम्यं हृदि सर्वस्य विष्ठितम् इति. These are all things to be studied then. In Kathopanishad, Nityo Nityanam Chedanas Chedananam Eko Bahunam Yo Vidhat Kaman Tam Atmastam Yenu Pashyanti Dhiraha Tesham Shanti Shashvati Na Itaresha. So we have to have that sufficient data. We have to work for it. We have to value it. कोई भी काम in the world also just like that नहीं होता ना. What exactly to do to get that work done? When we do, then only that work is done. Same is applicable in spirituality also. Not only in the pure Vedantic sadhana, even bhakti. If you don't know the Rama Mahima, Rama Shakti, Rama Kripa Anugraha, then why will the Rama Bhakti come in the heart? And then why will I do the Upasana? If I am not doing Rama, Krishna, Shiva Upasana, means I am not prepared. If I am not living a life of values, means I have not understood the importance of values. If I am not living the life of Karma Yoga, or at least Dharma, means uska Mahima मेरे को नहीं पता. Here also. So Brahmodupena pratareta vidva. The other thing is Brahma is Omkar. Because Om iti eka aksharam Brahma. Om tatsad iti nirdeshaha Brahmanaha trividasmutaha. Throughout all Shastras, Om is Parabrahma only stored. So take that Brahma Udupa as a boat. In that, the prayer you can do, O Brahma Swarupa Omkara, I am remembering you, praying you, take me across the ocean of samsara by making me realize the self. You can do even that mantra, Yaschandasam Vrishabho Vishwarupa. In that, the Omkara alone is prayed, You can do the Katha Upanishad mantras, Eta Devaksharam Brahma, Eta Devaksharam Param Ityadi. Or we can do the Mandukya Upanishad Vana, the Omkara sadhana, wherein the Jagrata Avastha merged in a Matra, Swapna Avastha merged in the Matra, Sushupti Avastha merged in Matra, then Amatra in the U in Ma in Matra Rahita Matra Sthiti. And that is the Turiyatma. See, plenty are given, plenty are studied. We have to note them. We have to use them. Then a cry is what है सब याद नहीं रहते मुझे. Then लिख के उसको पढ़कर फिर ध्यान करो. Nothing wrong. Do the Veda Suktam chanting. Do the Veda Avismriti Marana, Veda Avismrityartha Mantrocharanas. Pray to that Meda Devi. Oh Mother, give me the Meda Shakti. She will bless. And also understand why the memory is so less. Because of Tamoguni, Rajoguni. Eat all oily food, eat all the non-veg, and make the intellect blunt. And little capacity in the intellect is filled with all the nonsense of the world. Chip is full. Then how will we remember the Veda mantras, Upanishad mantras? See, uh, like to develop India, where we have to work, everywhere we have to work. 10 years, 20 years back. Because har jagah satyanash. So to if we this way observe, everywhere we have to work in our spiritual growth. हर जगह हम अटक गए. But nothing to worry. Once you decided to do sadhana and grow and start taking the help of Guru Shastra and Deva, it will start happening when we do. So we are explaining the line Brahmaudupena Pratareta. This all to this one word called as Vidwan. Kahana udhar? Vidwan Brahma Udupena Pratareta. Vidwan means the knower. Vidwan. Like Dhanavan Gunvan, with means Jnanam. Jnanavan. Which Jnana? What is that Brahma? How it has to be used as Udupa. Udupa is boat. So Brahma is Parabrahma, Brahma is Vedanta mantra, Shruti Mata mantras, Brahma also means the Omkar. So we explained from all Upanishads how the Brahma is told to be used as Udupa. Brahma Udupena. And this already in this very Upanishad, in the earlier chapter 1, toward the end it was said. आत्मानमरणिं कृत्वा प्रणवं चोत्तरारणिं ज्ञाननिर्मथनाभ्यासात् देवं पश्येत निगूढ़वत्. इसमें भी बताया. इन मुंडक अगेन प्रणवोदनो शरो ह्यात्मा ब्रह्म तल्लक्ष्यम् उच्यते अप्रमत्तेन वेद्धव्यं शरवत्तन्मयो भवेत्. We have heard all this, but we have not valued it. Therefore, we never did homework to know them, to know the preciousness and need of them. अब ये सारे गलतियों को हमें सुधारना है. कमियां कहो, गलतियां से ज्यादा. So Brahmodpena pratareta vidwan, what he has to cross? Srotamsi sarvani. All the flows of life. Why and which are they? Bhayavahani. Which are the givers of Janma Jara Roga Mrityu Bhaya, Dukkha Bhaya, Nashta Bhaya, every Bhaya they give. Only this Brahmanubhuti is the one Nirbhaya Sthiti, Abhaya Sthiti. So, Trirunnatam Stapya, Samam Shariram, Rutindriyani Manasa Masaniveshya, Brahmodupena Pratareta Vidwan, Srotamsi Sarvani Bhayava. Now let us see this with Bhashyam. This mantra has the whole questions asking us whether we have understood thoroughly or not our Vedanta in the pursuit and efforts of studying Upanishads. Let us see. First, Trirunnatam iti. We are explaining the same mantra with Bhashyam. We have not touched Bhashya so far. अभी शुरू कर रहे हैं. Trirunnatam iti. So, Trini. First, what are the three number? तीन चीजें क्या है? List दे रहे. Uro is the chest. Griva, the neck. Then Shiransi, head. Unnatani, which are at the upper portion of the body. These three, Yasmin Sharire, in that person's Sharira, wherein they are Tatrihi, those three, Unnatam, Samstapyate, matlab Samam Shariram. So, in that person who has made these three Sama, the three Unnata Uparvale Anga, the chest, head, and neck. Same thing in Gita, made little simple. Samam Kaya Shiro Grivam. Kaya is up to the neck level, the whole body. Mainly the back portion ये कहते हैं, but that you have to do after making our legs properly stable at one place, no? तो काय में वो भी आ जाते हैं. Whether you are able to sit on the ground or not able, therefore on the chair, your mind. The sama is balanced in such a manner that there is no extra pressure in it, any part, so that there is no pain at all. है ना, whenever the balance is बिगड़ जाता है ना, फिर एक जगह ज्यादा weight लगता है, then only the body gives pain. Leg, the right leg, if you are sitting on the floor, should have the same samasthiti, so that both of them are given the load of the whole body equally. एक जगह ज्यादा दे दिया because of विषमता, that starts feeling pain there. Finding the samasthiti of the asana is beautiful, is very important. We are talking about the below stomach level wala position. Then on that, from the stomach up to the chest, up to the neck level, second portion. उसको भी फिर we have to be able to put it in samasthiti. है ना? When we do lot of punya, satkarma, and not too much of bhogi, etc., then in our next life the Lord will give such a flexible body which can be maintained like this. अब इतना दुष्टता पाप करते हैं तो वेरी फनी बॉडी इज गिवन टू अस वेयर होल लाइफ इज स्पेंट ओनली इन आसन सिद्धि. बट भगवत कृपा से अच्छा शरीर मिला, एक महीने में आसन सिद्धि हो जाती. द अदर फेलो फ्रॉम लास्ट 12 years he did not find his proper asana only. We have to know all this, not to be frightened, but to be alert. So the kayam is up to this neck level. Before that, first legs, then this whole portion. Then comes the neck, griva कहते हैं उसको. Then shiraha. These three all samam. You can see that. And through thought massage, wherever the stiffness is there, all of that is removed. Stiffness is removed. Not the relaxation is given for sleeping or for becoming lazy. बॉडी तो अलर्ट ही होना है, but the stiffnesses नहीं रहना. Alert means we just keep it stiff. After some time again it becomes pain. Then you lose that stiffness. Then you become lazy. So neither lazy nor stiffness. That balance at every part of the body. After keeping it samam. Now these are all signs only, signs for meditation to begin with. है ना? How much ever the higher वेदांतिक ज्ञान we have, but finally तो हमको बैठकर ही ध्यान करना पड़ेगा ना. तो फिर बैठना ही नहीं आता तो, like I have all the driving skills but I don't have car, मैं बेकार, then you will reach nowhere. That way if you observe, every spiritual aspect of spirituality we have neglected. So this is the first position. Trirunnatam sthapya samam shariram. So shariram samam sthapya unnatam trihi means the head, the neck, the whole body, chest as well as the legs are put in the straight. The more we keep on doing it, the mastery over that comes. Then we have to be careful regarding our age, our physiological disabilities. If we have already something like वो डिस्क स्लिप हुआ, ये डिस्क स्लिप हुआ, ये डिस्क डिस्को में गया, then these things you have to be careful. Don't blame the gurus. महाराज जी आपने कहा सीधा बैठो, मैंने ऐसा सीधा कर दिया, मेरा हड्डी टूट गया। मैं क्यों? पहले टूटा था, उस पे ऑपरेशन हुआ। तो आपने सीधा करने को कहा, मैंने किया, then now I am hospitalized. So therefore the conclusion is, the first step of meditation called as sitting hospitalizes you. Therefore never do it. थोड़ा कॉमन सेंस यूज करके in our age. As the age grows, the senilities come, the body, the bones, bone marrows, when all of them become tired, fatigued, exhausted, उस समय काय का साधना होता है बोलो? We should know all that. And I am to knowing all these at least to be little more common sense and do better in next life. अब तो गया, अब you can't do anything except बकना on shastras. सही काम है वो तो. But really see, Puja Gurudev, you see how steady he is able to sit. And then techniques they say, able to put both the legs touchable to the ground, isn't it? And the other things they give the siddhasanas etc. अब आप कोई गुरु से अच्छी तरह सीख लो तो कर लो उसको. The common things are Padmasanam. If you cannot sit Padmasanam, then it is the Ardha Padmasanam. If Ardha Padmasanam is not possible, then it's called Sukhasana. Padmasan में one leg on the other and the other on another, and then call the fire engine to remove it if you are stuck up there. Ardha Padmasan only right leg on the left one. That is also advisable. You know. And sometimes in many prakriyas they keep some cushions as support below the leg. Nothing wrong. There no somewhere. When we were sitting for food, they brought two wooden pieces. I said, "ये क्या है? पाँव के नीचे रखो." To support that. I was surprised. उनके घर में इतने पड़े हैं, so they keep them. It was good that the legs were balanced for that time. Okay. Then the Sukhasana, Vajrasana, whichever is okay, but not Shavasana. So we are seated in that Trirunatam Stapya Samam Sharira. And when daily do Subha, Dopar, Sham, starting with 5 minutes, slowly if we can reach up to 30 minutes, that we are able to sit and asana without any pain, without any movement. That's से आसना sit. 30 से 40 मिनट अगर कर पाए तो मिनिमम. मैक्सिमम यू कैन गो अप टू 14 hours. बैठ गए तो नो मूवमेंट. But that requires all the pranayamas properly done. Oh, that's a big sadhana. Mind is to a great extent controlled. Mind is able to be focused on the self. तभी जाकर इतने घंटे बैठ सकते. There are people बैठ गए तो 6 घंटे 8 घंटे हिलते नहीं. And inside sadhana, they have gone beyond the body identity. Body is made stable. And the body remains the same even after 6 hours. Not from the explanation becoming question mark, then becoming underline. No, they maintain. That's all achievement. See this. ये योगी लोग जो आश्रम में बैठ के बाहर नहीं निकलते हैं, क्या कर रहे होंगे? They are doing this only. Hours together per day, years together when we do, then it happens. त्रिरुन्नतं स्थाप्य समं शरीरम. In spiritual sadhana or in life everywhere, till that particular stage is conquered, next stage you can't go. Like without asana siddhi, you can't go to prana. Like in one of that movie you see, no? The Shaolin Chambers. You conquer this, then only you get the breakfast. Then there are 3, 4 obstacles. You conquer that, and then only you go to the next one. Spirituality में वैसे ही. Without what do you call the vritti nirodha will not be there. Without proper yoga asanas and all, the asana siddhi cannot be. Proper diet and all of them account for. Without all this is done, we cannot attend to the mind to quieten it through japa and all. Without quiet mind, remembering the shlokas indicating the tattva, contemplating on them is not possible. So, Trirunnatam Stapya Samam Shariram, we have studied. Trini Uro Griva Shiransi Unnatani Yasmin Sharire Tat Shariram Tat Trirunnatam Samstapyate Samam Shariram. First line is said. Asana Siddhi of this. Tapon Maharaj used to always sit. Puja Gurudev and all. Must. Many Mahatmas. That helps for the proper circulation of the blood, etc. And the sitting straight enables better. अब वो सारे फिर details we don't know, but we can follow the guidance given. How the Shakti from the lower chakras to the higher can easily flow if you sit in this erect position. That adds. Need not know all much details there, but see the Bhaitnika to 6. And if some people are there, like I am the follower of Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, you can never find even one picture of Ramana Maharshi sitting straight. But he sat straight when he was in that guha while doing his meditation for those few years. After knowing the self, he will sit anyway because he is not in the body. Body should be given some comfort. Body ko kyun tang karna hai? That is why he will sit any funny position. Now you take Ramana Maharshi as an example for this. Any way you want to sit. Not for his meditation light. ऐसा मत करो. एंड अपना एज का ये सब देख लो. बस सीधा बैठ ले जिससे जो है you are comfortable. Spend every meditation में spend 1 or 2 minutes definitely for the stabilization of the sharira. So that when the higher, deeper contemplative sadhanas are done, sharira is not a problem. And anytime it happens, never mind. Come back, reset it, and again go to the level. वेदांत साधना स्पिरिचुअल में कहीं चिंता नहीं करना. Any problem comes, find solution. Keep moving. Throughout life also, there is nothing to be worried. There's only some situations or problems, tackle them or find the solution. That's it. Neither in life nor spirituality. Right. Now, second one is Hrudi Indriyani Manasa Samyak Niveshya. First literal meaning Hrudi, in the Hridaya, into the Hridaya. Indriyani, all faculties, Manasa, with mind, Manasa, along with mind. With the help of the mind, all Indriyas into the Hridaya. Along with the mind also. Samyak Nivesh. Samyak means fully, they are into the Hridaya, the source from where these faculties come, in such a way that now they are not coming out. It is a very joyful sadhana if we try to do it. Joyful in the sense, very beautiful it is. If you are convinced of the need of this sadhana and try. And the highest achievement is what? You may be in a Mumbapuri railway station with 1,000 rails or locals coming and going, lakhs of people are coming and going. Still, nothing of the sounds, etc., disturbing you, or even the smells, etc. क्योंकि ये साउंड एंड स्मेल ये नाक और कान के विषय है. पर नाक एंड कान जो हृदय में है, then how will we register them? That's the mastery we have to gain of the faculties. There's a meaning of Hrudi Indriyani Manasa Sanniveshya. मनसा इंद्रियाणी हृदय सन्निवेश. हृदय में इंद्रियों को बैठाओ, बाहर मत आने देना. So हृदय इंद्रियास are not grazing the outer things. What Bhagavan says here, हृदय इंद्रियाणी means mana chakshuradini. Indriyani means mana chakshuradini. Manasa samyak niveshya sanniyamya of it. Samnivesha means samyak niyamya. Means what? They are brought into our control. They are not going as they want. This is what we have to exercise. Dekho, now I am sitting for meditation. Some sounds are coming. My ears are registering. So can I reach to a stage where let the sounds go on, but they don't disturb me so much. Ears are not listening them at all, those sounds. Can I reach to that state of mastery? You can take examples like how many times my mother, father told me, scolded me. Did their sound affect me? No. How many lectures Guru Maharaj gave me in the satsang? Did that sound affect me? No. When these dual sounds don't affect me, how can the gilas niche gir gaya wala sound, cell phone ka sound, cooker ka sound disturb me? So I already done that half practice, isn't it? Without reacting, just devaluing it. करोगे तो पता चल जाता है, आइडिया आ जाता है कैसा करना. Then at that time we are amongst all the Shabda Sparsa Prasagandha, but we have full freedom reserved not to leak our face and mind for them. Such person alone become deeper and deeper introverted, going beyond one by one koshas with the help of the Upanishadic mantras. Reach out. Critical, really to travel this path and reach the goal. So, what is the meaning of Brahmodupena and Pratareta Vidwan? As per the Bhashyam, we'll keep it for tomorrow's study. Thank you. Om, 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 Om. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो परमऋषिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे शतिमात्रे तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Yes, join half an hour.